It is known that translations are sometimes problematic. The reason they are problematic sometimes is because the translator may sometimes be skilled and professional in one of the languages and not both of the languages. Most of the time, the translator may be skilled and professional in verbiage, meaning they can technically translate the words but don't know how to capture the spirit and the soul in the new language. So sometimes you read the English translation of something in Hebrew, and technically the translation is correct. But really, it's a completely inaccurate translation because nothing of the energy or message is conveyed. Sometimes it has nothing to do with the above factors. Sometimes it's the language that is being used to translate or convey the message which lacks the vocabulary, the subtleties, the terminology, and the various usage that exists in the original language. This is the reason why we chose this chapter, to show how when you only depend on the English, you may miss out on the subtleties of the encounter. Do you have to speak Hebrew? No. But it is a plus to have somebody who can speak and write good Hebrew to teach you the Torah. Moab said to the elders of Midian, "Now this assembly will eat up everything around us, as the ox eats up the greens of the field." Balak the son of Zippor was king of Moab at that time. He sent messengers to Balaam the son of Beor to Pethor, which is by the river of the land of his people, to call for him, saying, "A people has come out of Egypt, and behold, they have covered the eye of the land, and they are stationed opposite me. So now, please come and curse this people for me, for they are too powerful for me. Perhaps I'll be able to wage war against them and drive them out of the land. For I know that whomever you bless is blessed, and whomever you curse is cursed." The question here is, how does Balak know Balaam was capable of this? He said, "I know that whomever you bless is blessed, and whomever you curse is cursed." Well, Sihon waged war against Moab and could not conquer it. Balak goes and hides Balaam and his father Beor to curse it. Then he was able to conquer Heshbon. In Numbers 21, there's an interesting phrase used to portray this. Concerning this, those who speak in parables say, "Come to Heshbon, may it be built and established as the city of Sihon." This is Balaam and his father cursing Heshbon. After this curse by Balaam, Heshbon was conquered by Balak. We see the same phrase again used concerning Balaam in Numbers 23. He took up his parable and said the same phrase. He took up his parable and said, "Balak the king of Moab has brought me from Aram, from the mountains of the east, saying, Come, curse Yaakov for me, and come invoke wrath against Israel." So Balak knows Balaam is capable of this. So he sends for him again, this time to curse Israel. So the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian went with magic charms in their hands, and they came to Balaam and conveyed Balak's message to him. He said to them, "Lodge here for the night, and I will give you an answer when the Lord speaks to me." So the Moabite nobles stayed with Balaam. God came to Balaam and said, "Who are these men with you?" That is quite interesting. This is the all-knowing God asking, "Who are these men with you?" If you know anything about subtleties, one should watch out for when God speaks. You will know this interaction is localized. It's a low-level interaction, and Balaam knows that. We're not talking about prophecies here, so I will not go into details. But this here is a low-level interaction, and Balaam, being a prophet, knows this. Balaam said to God, "Balak the son of Zippor, the king of Moab, has sent them to me, saying, Behold, the people coming out of Egypt, a nation, has covered the eye of the earth. Come and curse them for me. Perhaps I'll be able to fight against them and drive them out. God said to Balaam, you shall not go with them. You shall not curse the people, because they are blessed. This is where the Hebrew is key. When Balaam is told not to go, he is told, Lo selech imahem. Don't go im. Meaning, don't go with them with the same purposes, with the same goals. Don't go with them with the same values. Put that in your spirit. When Balaam arose in the morning, he said to Balak's nobles, return to your country, for the Lord has refused to let me go with you. Moab's nobles arose and came to Balak and said, Balaam refuses to come with us. So Balak continued to send dignitaries more and higher in rank than these. They came to Balaam and said to him, so said Balak the son of Zippor, please do not hesitate to come to me, for I will honor you greatly and do whatever you tell me to do. So please come and curse this people for me. Balaam answered and said to Balak's servants, even if Balak gives me a house full of silver and gold, I cannot do anything small or great that would transgress the words of the Lord, my God. Now, you too, please remain here overnight, and I will know what the Lord will continue to speak with me. God came to Balaam at night and said to him, if these men have come to call for you, arise and go with them, by the word I speak to you that you shall do. Notice, this time the interaction has changed. God did not localize the interaction. He did not ask him who these people are. This is a high-level interaction compared to the first one. God came to Balaam at night and said to him, if these men have come to call for you, arise and go with them, by the word I speak to you that you should do. When Balaam is given permission to go, he was told, Kum lech itam. You can walk with them on the same road. For that I give you permission. But don't go with them with the same purposes, the same goals, the same values. In the morning, Balaam arose, saddled his she-donkey, and went with the Moabite dignitaries. When Balaam got up in the morning, how did he go? Vayelek im Sareh Moab. He went im with the same purpose, same goals, same values. When he was told not to go im with the same purpose, same goals, and same values. Balaam was not doing what he was told to do. He was going according to how he was forbidden to go. So God's wrath fled. Simple read of the text from the Hebrew. Simple pshat of the text. Abraham used the same expression when talking to Ishmael when he went to sacrifice Isaac for an offering. It's just subtle in the Hebrew.